talk about Laird in the 100. How about that? Let's talk about the 100 in general. It's getting interesting. Laird goes 980 wind aided. Sean Maswanganyi of Houston goes 987 wind aided. Laird also ran a 1982. That SEC, well, the 100 and the 200 from SECs was really good with Fambula and Boling, Lance Lang in the mix there. What did you think of Laird's weekend in the 100 that we have shaping up?
Yeah, I mean, Laird is proving to be not just a real deal at the NCAA level, but he's going to be a main challenger to make the trials, to make the Olympic team, especially in that 200. He's run 19.8 now 3 times, twice legal, once wind aided. You got to like his chances. Sean Maswanganyi. I don't know how to say it. Maswanganyi?
Maswanganyi.
I don't know how to say it. Maswanganyi. I was way off. Maswanganyi. He's already been at this level, but now like Carl Lewis and Leroy Burrell have taken him to like the new level where I think he's going to be progressing well. That I can see him making an Olympic final for South Africa. I think I would give the advantage to Laird right now because he's just been so consistent. And Javon Martin, who ran a 9.94 win legal in Florida.
Yeah.
He kind of had an interesting weekend because he didn't run the 100 at ACCs and he got second in the 200 at ACCs. So the person who we thought, I mean, he did get second to his teammate, but that was kind of an interesting situation. It was like, what's going on with Javon Martin? But yeah, Javon Martin, Terrance Laird, Houston kid, Matt Boling was running well. Also throw in Micaiah from Oregon, who actually didn't have that good of a Pac-12 meet, but he's 60-meter champ. It's going to be Micah Williams. It's going to be a good sprint 100 and 200 battle we're going to see in NCAAs. And I think we should see some fast times, especially with Terrance Laird running out of his mind. I still think we could see a 1969 from Laird and break that collegiate record.
Yeah, it's again. So here's the thing. I'm not holding on to my take. Last week, I was like, 1969 might be a bit ambitious. I'm walking that back. I'm gonna say, you know what, you might be right. You might be right. Laird, just the consistency, boom, boom, boom. Otto Bolden tweeted something to the effect, basically, there's not 3 guys in the U.S. who are going to beat Terrance Laird. Basically saying he's a favorite to make the Olympic team. The problem is, I can't imagine an Olympic team without Noah Lyles. Neither can my house. Kenny B looks really solid, and I know that Kenny B. He made that 2019 team under really strange circumstances, but I think he's put up enough solid performances that you feel really good about him. So then you're basically saying, okay, there's one spot left, but I think Otto might be right. If you've run 19.8 that many times, 3 people aren't beating him in Eugene in June. It's one we often see college kids pop the big one and then nothing happens. Right, then they regress to the mean a little bit. But when you've done it as many times as Laird has done it, you have to feel pretty good. Now, 1969 that's a whole other level up from there. But also, we've seen insane sprint performances. I guess for that, we'd need some new Hayward magic on that track, something wind legal, but also bump that 2 point. If it was in Texas and it was hot, like we saw before back in 2019. Almost that'd be a better bet. But yeah, he's making really good runners look average behind him.
Yeah, I agree. Laird, it's gonna be fun. Just looking like the U.S. trials, you're seeing more and more of these college kids become more and more legitimate locks or like super like. Not locks, but like close enough to lock, you can think. Like the Lairds, you got the Gooses, you got some Tamara Clark, who we didn't even mention. She's been running out of her mind for Alabama. I put her in our top 3 in our rankings. You're like, Tamara Clark, no, but like she's ran 10.8 and ran 10 and 21.8 wind aided. That's pretty good. Like, you don't like Tamara Clark might be my new Abby Steiner because Steiner's injured right now and I'm not seeing it. So Tamara Clark of Alabama, she's the real deal as well.
Yeah, it's just a matter of can you hold it now another month? Because people running insane times at SECs in particular on the sprint side and in field events, putting up amazing marks is nothing new. The question is just can you get it to not just NCAA's, but can you get it the extra week or so to get you to Eugene? But yeah, I mean, sub 11 right now in the United States is going to put you in the conversation just with how people have been running on the pro side of things. I wanted to talk about the team race real quick as it pertains to Laird because we talked about LSU with the potential for 100 points. So, and we said maybe they could sweep. So in this meet, they got Noah Williams in the quarter. They got Laird in the 1 and the 2. They got Damian Thomas in the high hurdles. Burrell finished second in the 4 hurdles, so they didn't sweep everything. And then I don't think they won the 4x4 either. But they got a big performance out of Javon Harrison, as per usual, particularly strong in the high jump with 236, which I'm excited to see because I think the U.S. needs another world threat here. And Javon Harrison's 236, that's a big bump up, and that puts you in the conversation with, it's Diamond League level stuff right there.
I think it's wild that a team that is going to be heavy favorite, potentially score over 100 points, be like all-time great, got third in their conference. Like, it just shows how the NCAA scoring works. Like, you could be the third best team in your conference and be one of the greatest NCAA teams of all time. Which I think is wild because obviously the reason why Arkansas and Alabama beat them is because they're able to get points in distance races that they're not going to be able to replicate at the NCAA level, which LSU won't have to worry about. So LSU will be able to replicate their wins. Arkansas and Alabama won't because throw in Oregon, NAU, and all those BYUs, they don't score as many points. But